Welcome back, everyone, to Piney Plays, the Arcane Trickster, where I am back here in House Kunarak Enclave to speak with this dragon once again to find out what our next step is, so that we could find the final of the 4 decks of many things. Severin Almagoridorth, a blue dragon, has holed up in a fortress deep in the Menectaran Desert. Eorax, the tireless, has tracked him down. Okay, so I will speak to this. Is that Eornax? 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 Perhaps I'll never know. Lornax? Okay, I guess it's Eornax the tireless. Silverclaw asked me to find this dragon that he used to know, Sabran Alamgoridorth. Took me to the better part of a month, but finally I tracked him down to a compound out in the middle of the desert. But that's as far as I'll go. I'm not about to get involved with Savarin, and I'm certainly not going to mess with those magic cards. If you want to try to get back the deck, well, that's your problem. Alright, fine. I am up for it. Where can I find this Sabrin? Sabrin's fortress is built all the way up in the mesa out in the middle of the Menachem Desert. I can guide you to this base, but it will be up to you to get inside. Not to mention convince the dragon to hand over some of his loot. Good luck with that! I'll get that deck of many things back. Alright, let's go out to the quest. I have arrived to the domain of the Blue Dragon.
As you enter the desert canyon, you can see the Blue Dragon's fortress perched on the mesa above.
Okay, so that I presume is our target location.
To your surprise, an elf from Arenal has made camp here.
What's that Arenal elf doing here? Well, let's see what he has to say. Headed to Savron's fortress, traveler? I can see from your gear that you are a seasoned adventurer, arrayed for battle. Perhaps you can help me to prevent a great evil from spreading. Oh, what do you need help with? Savron fancies himself a collector of magical artifacts. He holds several necromantic orbs in his collection, orbs that channel negative energy. The dragon uses them to create and control the undead, but they have other, much more dangerous uses that I hesitate to even mention. The elves of Arano want these foul artifacts to be destroyed, and I was sent here to do the job. Yet I'm afraid that my modest abilities are not up to the task. I can't even make my way past the orcs at the entrance. If you do make it into the fortress, will you do me the favor of destroying any orbs you see? You will be helping to protect Xendrick. Well, I'll do anything to protect Xendrick. So if I see the orbs, I will destroy them for you. Okay, good. So I have 2 optionals. One is to destroy all the orbs, and the other is to read all the notes. Does that mean that I've seen a note somewhere that I missed? Well, I don't see any notes in the area, so let's go see if I could find these. Well, I presume I'll find the orcs first, since I've been told that... Ah! Okay, we'll take care of the wargs also. Yeah. I don't think the orcs are
You
going
have
to be in
entered
trouble.
the territory of orcs loyal to the Blue Dragon.
Okay. As if that weren't already obvious. Oh! Is that a note? The Steward's Journal. There would be many changes now that I'm in charge. I have already ordered those filthy orcs to move out and stop cluttering the fortress. The brutes can protect Savran from down in the caves from now on. Alright, so he doesn't like the orcs all that much. It looks like there will be 5 more notes after that one, and that means that I'll find 4 of them, right? Isn't that the usual way that those things go? There we go. I don't know why I collect those things. I never actually bother doing anything with them. I'd be better off just ignoring the things. But I just can't resist the shiny sometimes. Oh well. I know. Plenty of times I do resist it, but there are some times that I just don't. Enough to clutter up my inventory. There we go. Looks like a good place to be wrecking stuff. Some quests I don't like wrecking all the stuff, and there are others where I just go around bashing things indiscriminately. Apparently, this is one of the latter. Alright, what do you got here? I don't know, but it's...
You emerge into another canyon. Looking up, you can see the entrance to the Blue Dragon's fortress.
Oh, okay. There's the entrance. I was about to ask if it's accessible from here, but I think I have an answer to that question. Up along here.
The fortress entrance is sealed. You'll
Of
need
course.
to find a way to open it.
Alright, well, I see runes on top of it. And we have 2 of them. The H, the lowercase h and the uppercase h. I don't know what to call them. Alright, so this is a new passage. Yeah, definitely a new passage because there are orcs here. And soon to be dead orcs. Okay. Okay, how about a window? Yeah, we'll call it a window. Alright. And this way, I would presume this will have the L. Yeah. We also managed to get rid of the rest of the orcs as we are doing that. Okay, so that is that. So that means we should be able to enter. Yes, we will be able to enter now. I'm sure there are plenty of things that are going to be attacking us once we get inside. Find the blue dragon. Okay, we're already up to that stage.
The Blue Dragon uses undead to guard the interior of his sprawling fortress. Makes sense. Skeletons don't leave a mess. Unlike those orcs.
Alright. So it wasn't the blue dragon who sent the orcs outside, it was the... whoever he was it the steward who left those notes? Yes, I think it was the steward's journal or something like that. Ah! Speaking of steward's journal, make sure there is nobody here first. The steward's journal. A pity Savran wouldn't heed my recommendations before. Skeletons clearly made superior fortress guardians, reliable and obedient, and not to mention neat and tidy. Now that the Lord's rashness has laid him low, I can finally do things my way, the proper way. All in the cause of performing my duty to Savron, of course. Okay, now this is called the Thrall of Duty. And so it sounds like he's the Thrall and he's doing his duty, but he's commanding things his way as part of his duty. Nothing like twisting your orders to suit yourself. Well, thing about skeletons, they are a bit brittle at times. And we're pretty good on our resources right now, so we can continue. Alright, what's up this way? I thought I heard something that sounded like it could have been... No. I must have been seeing things? Okay. Well, what's this way? Sounds like somebody's sleeping.
The blue dragon lies here, seemingly
seemingly asleep. He must know the location of the deck of many things. Yeah, most likely. So I'm supposed to talk to the blue dragon? The dragon is asleep or unconscious. You try your best to rouse him, but with no success.
You can't rouse the unconscious beast. An unusual figure approaches, motioning for you to speak with him. Perhaps he knows what's wrong with the blue dragon.
Probably the steward? Ah! Here he is. Oh, it says, "What are you doing here? State your business." Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the steward. "What are you doing here, intruder? If you seek an audience with Savron, you have to deal with me instead. I am Savron's steward, responsible for administering his fortress. And now that Savron is indisposed, I care for him as well. What exactly is wrong with Savron? I assure you that Savron's fate is of his own devising. Savron used a deck of many things." Okay, you don't have to say anything more, but actually might as well go into details as to which stupid card he drew. And he drew poorly. Yeah, I sort of guessed that. This resulted in his present condition. So now I must care for him. Just one of the many duties that I faithfully carry out, maintaining the fortress, supervising the undead guards, guarding the deck of many things. Wait, where is that deck anyway? Perhaps it holds the key to rousing him. What arrogance! Do you really think that I would tell you the location of Savron's most valued possession? You're the intruder here, and I am forced to treat with you as such. I need to find that deck.
The blue dragon's soul has been ripped out of its body by the void card.
Void card.
That would explain why you can't wake the creature. Maybe if you find the deck of many things the dragon used, you'll also be able to find a way to reunite his soul with his body.
Okay. The void card. Alright, so this is the way we entered. Oh, the steward's journal, part 3. I take my duty seriously. I took an oath to protect Savron when I joined his service. Protecting him from what I am doing now is what I'm doing now. Rationalizing is what you're doing now. When Savron drew the void card from his deck of many things, his soul was ripped from his body, trapped within that mask. At first, I considered freeing his soul, yet I quickly realized that would be inconsistent with my oath. It is far easier to secure the mask and Saffron's slumbering body than it is to protect an unpredictable conscious dragon. And of course, Saffron's soul safe and secure, I can carry out my plans to improve the fortress. I would think that protect. Yeah, he's rationalizing. Absolutely indefensible rationalization. All right, let's not even trying to deal with the flawed logic of what he was just giving. Spewing, it maybe might be a better word. All right, now let's see if we can find the mask and see if that helps us any, or helps the dragon any, because he might be willing to give us the deck once we reunite him. Oops. At least that is my hope. After all, we did have two dragons that were willing to part with it. The first one was a little complicated. Apparently, I completely failed my diplomacy check on that one. Of course, the fact that I was enraged by the road card may have had something to do with that. Alright, there we go. Oh, necromantic orb. 3 left. Okay. What's down this way? Another necromantic orb. Okay. Good. Oops. You. Take care of you. Look at that. I don't know why I'm saying they're so reliable, considering that I'm going through them using probably the most impractical weapon you could use against a skeleton. Alright, there you go. Oh, how about that? Destroyed that orb by accident. Good thing I didn't have an optional to keep all orbs intact. I think this is a small chamber based on the what I can see in the mini map. So I will go in here next, modifying my usual right hand rule. No necromantic orb there. What do you got? Oh, electricity. Oh well, that's probably couldn't have been doing too much damage to me, considering that I think electricity is what I'm most protected against currently. Well, yeah. Oh, maybe I shouldn't go around studying these things. While I am in the middle of a battle. Alright, there we go. Oh, more of these. What's this way? Oh. Okay. That lightning thing is a bit annoying. Not much damage, but annoying. Okay, Hey! Let's get rid of these. Remember, rogue. Rogues aren't supposed to run into traps. It's against the code, right? Sure, there's a note somewhere. Never trip traps. Okay, maybe that isn't in there. I suspect rogues trip traps all the time because, well, they're the ones trying to undo them most often. Do anything enough times, you'll eventually get a couple of them wrong. Alright. Ah! We have in here. Let's read the note first. An advantage of the fortress's location is our access to some of Menacrum's most precious legacies, by which I mean its former inhabitants. Once they have been made to properly bend the knee, they will be fierce and powerful servants. Oh, I was wondering who was firing a bow. Alright, so in other words, he wants to create an army of undead from all of these. Yeah, I can see now why I've been asked to destroy the orbs. I am sure that the orbs are part of his plan on what to do. Okay, I am just so used to undead nasties popping out all of those things. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be another chamber. Slay the mummy. There we go. Okay, we got that optional done. Yeah, I did it without getting mummy rot too. Haha! Alright, acid blast, protection from energy. Yeah, okay, well, has some gems in it. And we can sell the rest. Well, actually, we can sell the gems too. Bash. Actually, let's do some searching here. I suspect we're just asking some more of these things. See, occasionally I get it right. Okay, that's 3. Now, anything else other than that secret door? Not much of a secret considering what the minimap does. I'll presume those are, yeah, undead guards. Hey, you had the name guards in them. Okay, well, let's open it up. Yes, I know the chest is locked. Oh, yes, all right. We want to pick the lock first. And open the chest. Really? Not impressive, if you ask me. Okay, that takes care of that end. We took care of this entire wing. So this is just a wing of optionals or something? Well, that looks like a full corridor, so I'm not going to do that one preemptively. Ah! Let's see. This is the penultimate note. As Savron demanded, access to the secure storage chamber is controlled strictly from the Horde chamber, to give him sole control. Pointless now, of course. He is no longer in his Horde chamber. Now his body is up on the roof, while his soul, ironically enough, is accessible only through the secure storage chamber. Okay, let me get this right. Access to the secure storage chamber is controlled strictly from the Horde chamber. Okay. His soul is currently in the secure storage chamber. Okay, the body is on the roof and not in the horde chamber. Okie dokie, so we need the secure storage. I presume. Yeah, I must do something to light that rune, I guess. A triangle. Well, what is this way? Perhaps some way to light that rune? Oh. Oh. It's to the roof? Yeah. So that leaves this. On down. Whoops. Actually, is there a means to turn that off? Oh, way up there. Okay, let's turn this off. Okie dokie. You could follow once again. You can heal. Okay, I'll just heal myself since you're on cooldown. And we can head inside. This room looks very familiar. Now, is this the same? Oh, this is... Oh, one level up. It is the same room, it's just that I am higher up than I was before. Okay. Oh! Wow. The notes are in such easy places, even I could find them all. If my Lord Savron were ever to return, he will find his hoard chamber exactly and precisely as he left it. Every coin, every jewel has been accounted for. I don't expect I'll ever have him return, of course. What would be the point? It would just complicate things, but it's a nice thought. Uh-huh. All right.
Based on the valuables scattered around the large chamber, you conclude that this must be the dragon's lair. But there's no sign of the dragon himself, or of the deck of many things.
That's because the dragon is on the roof. Now, I think I pull this. I was sure those statues were going to come to life. Maybe they do if I try to grab some of the treasure. You know, I'm not in the mood to. Okay, see, I came up there. And that's the top of the areas, right? Yeah. And I've been through all of this already, but of course, I need to get to the secure facility. Yeah, whatever that is. Hold on. Oh no. There was one there, but I have destroyed it already. Because there is one more orb I need to destroy. Actually, I think I need to go this way. Let's try this. And this. Up here. And eventually I get to... Oh, yeah. This is it. And with guards. More guards. I have no idea if that was the best route to get here, but it was a route. Can I get through there? Or is this sort of a mini maze?
You find the Blue Dragon's deck of many things hidden away in a remote corner of this storage room. It pulses with a strange energy, as if it's begging for you to use it.
I don't think I want to use it per se. You found Savron's deck of many things. You can feel a powerful magic energy pulsing in the cards. Suddenly, a vision of the blue dragon flits through your brain, and a voice calls to you. Find me. Free me. I am inside. Alright, I'll think of Savron and touch the deck of many things.
There's a piercing burst of arcane energy as the deck teleports you away. You struggle to understand your surroundings. It looks like you've been teleported to a literal house of cards.
Wonderful. Okay. Actually, jumping may be redundant in that particular case, but I'm just so used to jumping in these situations. Okay. Whew. Oh. A breath drinker.
You've defeated the guardian of this strange place. What exactly was that creature protecting?
The mask. Savron's mask. Small one, free me, and I will make it worthwhile. I am Savron, or rather, I am Savron's soul. I drew a card from the deck of many things, chasing its power. But, curse my luck, I drew the Void card, perhaps the most feared of all. The card ripped my soul from my body and trapped it inside this mask. I had hoped my faithful servant would free me, but that servant refused. He claims his job is to protect me, and he can protect me better when I am stowed away in this mask. Curse his impudence! I'll have his head. But first things first, touch the mask. That would create a bridge back to our world, allowing me to return to my body. Alright, let's do it.
You've freed the dragon's soul from its prison inside the mask. Then there's another magic burst, and you suddenly find yourself teleported back to the fortress.
Alright, we are back. Alright, you tried to take the deck, but it's now protected by a magical ward. Savron's voice calls to you. You have done well. My soul has been retrieved to my physical form. Still, there is still one more thing to attend to. That traitorous steward. Return to me. We will discuss how to deal with him, as well as your reward. For now, though, keep your hands off my property. Well, it's a dragon, all right. About the deck of many things. Oh, So these are all of the cards. Okay, the legendary artifact can be either a boon or a bane, depending on the card that you draw. Described here are the various cards. Rogue, an unknown person became implacably hostile to you. Becomes, okay, yeah, I understand that one. I was the unknown person in that particular case. Moon, you are granted one or more wishes. Yeah, I saw that one. Ruin, all forms of wealth that you own are taken from you. Yeah, we've seen that one. And finally, void, your soul is drawn from your body and trapped in an object, guarded by a powerful being. While your soul is trapped in this way, your body is inert. Okay, so those are the four that we had, and we did not see any of the others. Oh, you're granted one or more wishes yet, which is moon. Yes, okay. So fate. You can avoid or erase one event as if it never happened. Balance. Your ability increases. Okay. Comet. Killing a foe in single combat makes you more powerful. Dungeon. You disappear and become entombed in a state of suspended animation in an extra-dimensional sphere. Alright. Uriali. Discards Medusa-like visage curses you. Flames. A powerful devil becomes your enemy. Fool. You face disadvantage for the next 3 days. Ooh. Gem. A horde of stones appears at your feet. Jester. You are given advantage for the next 3 days. Key. A magic weapon appears before you. Knight. You gain the service of a knight who magically appears before you. Puzzle. You become more dim-witted. Sage. You can ask one question and mentally receive a truthful answer to that question. Skull. An avatar of death appears before you. Star. You become better at something. Sun. A magic item appears before you and you become more robust. Talons. Every magic item that you carry disintegrates. And Throne. You become ruler of a small keep somewhere in the world. Okay, so I don't know. I think I see more bad than good within this deck. I have no idea why anyone thinks it gives them great power or anything like that. Oh well. The deck of many tricks is more likely. Yep. Oh. What are you doing here? Stop meddling in my affairs! You'll pay for your interference, intruder! You have no right to be here! You have no right to intervene in Severon's affairs! I freed Severon's soul, and he's not happy with what you did.
The steward confronts you, furious that you've stopped his plan to imprison the dragon. It looks like the steward has another secret. That was not his true form.
Of course. What else is new? Well,
The steward vanishes, but you're pretty sure you haven't seen the last of him. You'd better go find the blue dragon again and try to enlist his help.
yeah. Let's see if we can find him. Let's see. Which way do we need to go this time? We have to get up to the roof, I think, right? So does that mean up and around? As high as we can go? I mean, that's the usual definition of a roof, right? Okay, up here. Up here. Yeah, okay. The dragon seems to be awake now.
The steward returns, eager for a rematch. But the blue dragon has awakened from its slumber at long last. And the dragon is angry. The
Oh,
blue dragon roars, delighted by the defeat of his treasonous underling. You should talk to him about the deck of many things while he's in a generous mood.
yeah. I owe you my thanks, small one. I had thought that the deck would bring me power, that the prophecy had decreed my glory. Instead, the cards had other plans. The deck trapped me, using my own steward as its tool. What a fickle artifact! Now I hate the very thought of it. Well, and in that case, could you give me the deck of many things? I'll find a way to dispose of it safely.
The blue dragon reluctantly agrees to give you his deck of many things. Clearly, these things are extremely dangerous.
Very well, you have chosen your fate. Perhaps your luck will be better than mine, but I doubt it. Well, I'll make sure that the deck ends up somewhere safe. Well, okay. Reasonable. Now, where's that last orb? Well, I never found it. So, let us deliver the quest. Severin handed over the deck on his own free will. Ah, must have taken quite a lot to make the dragon walk away from that kind of power. Hobnobbing with the high and mighty isn't my thing, but I admit it took some impressive skills to pull that off. Well, honestly, his fate was down to the luck of the draw, let's say. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Well, so much for the deck of many things. We've gathered all 4 of them. So that means we're done. Why is there a kobold there with a quest? Nicely done, getting Severin to hand over his deck. He learned the hard way just how much trouble a servant can be. Now that you've retrieved all of Silverclaw's decks, it is time for you to get the reward that you have earned. A reward? I like the sound of that. Patience, though, small one. Silverclaw would like to meet you in person, congratulate you for your achievements. He sent his steward here to bring you to the place. Speak with Kurgo. He's a kobold, and he's so enthusiastic. Right, of course. Fine, I'll ask the kobold to take me to my reward. But of course, I'll have to wait till the next episode of Piney Plays the Arcane Trickster.